On the night of October 17th, during one of the worst storm systems the state had seen in decades, a volunteer firefighter named Marcus Hale made a decision that would cost him his career and very nearly his freedom. Heavy rain flooded highways. Power lines collapsed. Emergency services were overwhelmed. Calls were stacking faster than responders could answer them. Marcus had just finished a 14-hour shift when his radio picked up a civilian distress signal, a school bus, stranded in rising floodwater, children still inside. Problem? Marcus was off duty, and department protocol was clear. Volunteer firefighters were not authorized to deploy vehicles without dispatch approval, but dispatch wasn't responding. Communications were down across 3 counties, so Marcus did something no one expected. He broke into the emergency vehicle bay, took a department rescue truck, and drove straight into the flood zone. By the time he arrived, water levels had reached the bus windows. Panic inside was escalating. Teachers were trying to keep the children calm, but the current was getting stronger. Marcus anchored the rescue truck, secured a line, and made repeated trips through chest-deep water. One by one, he carried the children out, 12 in total. The last child he rescued was unconscious from hypothermia. Paramedics later confirmed. Another 10 minutes in that water, and multiple children would have drowned. Marcus didn't go home a hero. He went home unemployed. 2 weeks later, he received a lawsuit notice filed by his own department. The charges? Unauthorized vehicle use, equipment endangerment, and financial damages totaling $95,000. The department claimed the rescue truck suffered flood damage, requiring full engine replacement. Their argument was simple. Protocol exists for a reason. If every firefighter acted independently, chaos would follow. Marcus, they argued, was reckless. The courtroom was packed the day of the hearing. Reporters filled the back rows. Parents of the rescued children sat quietly behind Marcus. The department's legal team opened aggressively. They presented vehicle damage reports, repair invoices, policy manuals. They argued Marcus had no clearance, no authorization, and no legal protection. To them, this wasn't about the rescue. It was about the theft of departmental property. When Marcus's record was reviewed, it showed 11 years of service, 0 disciplinary incidents, dozens of documented rescues. Then the judge requested something unexpected. He asked for the emergency call logs from that night. Court technicians pulled the records. Timestamps filled the screen. Distress call received, 8:42 p.m. Dispatch response, none. Second call, 8:47 p.m. No response. Third call, 8:51 p.m. Still nothing. Then came the medical reports. Doctors testified the water temperature, the bus tilt angle, and the rising current created a fatal window. Rescue had occurred at 9:03 p.m. Medical experts concluded if intervention had arrived after 9:15, multiple fatalities were statistically certain. The courtroom grew silent. The judge leaned back, reviewing photographs of the flooded bus, children wrapped in thermal blankets, Marcus carrying the final child through black water. Then he asked the department a single question. If protocol prevents rescue and communication is impossible, is inaction the policy? No one answered. The ruling came minutes later. The court determined Marcus's actions fell under emergency humanitarian protection. The vehicle seizure, legally justified. The rescue, undeniably life-saving. Not only was the lawsuit dismissed, the department was ordered to compensate Marcus $40,000 for wrongful termination and reinstate his position immediately. But the story didn't end there. As Marcus exited the courthouse, he was met by the families of the children he saved. No cameras, no speeches, just quiet gratitude. Because sometimes, the line between heroism and punishment is decided only after the storm passes.